Every art collector has a fantasy that one day they'll buy an obscure painting on a hunch, maybe at a garage sale, and discover later that it's the lost work of a famous artist. That dream has just come true for a Queensland couple. They were recently told that a painting they bought online 5 years ago is the work of the Australian master Tom Roberts. Peter McCutcheon reports.
The Philip Bacon Galleries in Brisbane have just received a special delivery. So this is not a painting you get every day?
No, this is probably once in a decade, if that.
Going on sale is a lost painting by one of Australia's most famous artists. How it was found and how it got here is a story of failure, rejection and eventually good luck.
We had been through such a dark time and really felt that we had lost everything.
I was almost at a point of relief that we'd got to that point and we finally had discovered the truth about this painting.
How are you? Good, good.
The man who discovered the painting is former Queensland Sunshine Coast Mayor, businessman and art collector Joe Natoli. 5 years ago, while browsing online auction sites, he came across a painting on offer by a Tom Roberts with an estimated value of less than $200. It didn't look anything like the artist's famous bush landscapes, and apart from the signature, there was no other evidence it was the Australian master's work.
I asked myself, why would someone try and copy something and not make it look like a typical Tom Roberts?
He wasn't the only one who thought it was worth a punt. In the end, Joe splurged $15,000 on the winning bid.
I went to bed, I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night, and I was extremely excited to tell Rosanna in the morning that we won it.
This was sight unseen. Like, we had not seen this work, we had photographs of this work, and we didn't really know what it was, and he'd spent everything we had in the bank on it.
At first it seemed Joe Natoli had made a terrible mistake. An initial assessment declared the painting a fake.
I put it away in a box and thought, well, this could be our lottery ticket or it could just be a very expensive doorstop.
And then the Natoli's luck really took a turn for the worse. Joe's retail store business collapsed, taking with it the family home and almost his entire life savings.
Physically and mentally, I was exhausted. I've had to have psychological help in terms of dealing with depression. My friend Paul Turner helped me through the whole process. Sorry.
Joe began to think the painting's title, Rejected, was sending him a message.
And at night times, I would sit back and look at this painting and say, speak to me, tell me who painted it.
You make it sound as if you could relate to that painting and it was a mystery that you had to solve.
Exactly.
And it could have been us. You know, Joe could have been the distraught man in the picture and I could have been consoling him.
This is exactly the sort of picture with which I'm familiar. It's a Victorian genre painting.
This year they contacted the BBC programme Fake or Fortune, and remarkably the UK programme decided to take on its very first Australian artist. After a series of expert analyses of the paint strokes, signature and even an address scribbled on the back, the painting was declared a genuine Tom Roberts.
I was really surprised, shocked and that enormous flood of relief that we could start a new life again.
To know that this painting now has a place in history, I think for me that was just a sense of relief that we were able to get there. More than elation, I was pleased that we got to that point.
With an estimated value of hundreds of thousands of dollars, the Natolis are putting Rejected up for sale. So there was never any talk about keeping it once you knew it was authentic?
No.
There was some dispute over whether it was a genuine Tom Roberts. Mm-hmm. As far as you're concerned, has all that doubt been removed?
Absolutely, yeah. We're thrilled with the work that's been done, the research by great academics, and no, we're 100% happy with the painting.
I can't wait. Wonder what it's going to look like now. Okay.
Last week, Joe and Rosanna went to the gallery for their first viewing of the picture reframed and hung. The work of art that has taken the couple to the edge and back.
Oh my goodness.
Finally, it has the right light over it.
Oh, hello, old friend.
5 years ago, did you ever think you'd be here today?
No, who would have
Never.
thought the journey would have been where it's taken us? But there's obviously a destiny there, and it was meant to happen.
But do you know what?